Okay, just a minute. You gotta go. Papa, Honey still wants you to let Scooter Food out the gate, please. You just sent a little message. Said, would you please let a little bit out the gate?
I gotta clean up a poop too.
You gotta clean up a poop? Yeah. Where's the poop? Oh. She probably did, because ours ain't fun for. Okay. I'll be in here. I'll be in here being a movie star. That is what I are. A Kansas City star. Now let's see. Let's see. Oh, I can see my picture of me. Wait a minute. I put on my bib. Do you know? Okay. Let's see. I got only 3 viewers because everybody else gave up on me because I was having I was having some technical difficulties. Uh-huh. And okay, now can you see me? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? You see me now? Because I can see me now. I look at the screen and I can see me now. I don't look real well, but that's me. I got my bib. Did you know that these bibs, oh, you know what I got to do? I got to get a different one of this because, see, I'm on, let me go back. I have to go back over here. Top 2, and then, wait a minute. I got to go now. Just a second. Hold your britches on. Just a second. I don't know if you can hear me, or if you can see me, or if anything. I don't know if anything. Now, let's see. I'm going right here. Now I'm going right here. Take 2. Oh, take 3. Now, okay, now I think I can see me now. I think I can see me now. Now, let's see. Live chat. Okay, I see people. Okay, oh yeah. There I am. There I are. Kansas City Star. You know what I got here? This. Oh wait, I got to turn my volume down on the phone. Okay, it's down. Did you know my daughter bought me this bib? It's for old people when they eat because they slobber all over it. Because I'm old and I slobber. I'm not really old, and I'm just at a high level, you know, in this game of life. And so she got me this bib, and you know, it makes a better apron than an apron because it covers this. I wear my apron, you know, and it like it's up here and down here. Then I get stuff up here because I wipe my hands on myself. And so this bib works much better. So here I am in my live stream. I want to show you something. Just a minute. Let me see. Just hang on. I'll show you something. Don't look at this mess right there. That's just a little mess. Let me see if I can show this to you. Look at this. This is my dress. See the sleeves on it? Look at the sleeves. This is what I'm wearing to the wedding with these sleeves. But see, it's just like a plain old satin dress. But then these breeches, it's got like these leggings. I'm going to wear these leggings underneath it. Check out them bottoms of them leggings. Is that like scandalous or what? Yeah, that's what I'm wearing. I love it. I just love it. It's a little bit snug. It's a little snug. And then it says that if I whoosh it, it might even shrink. So it's a little snug. So, but I'll get rid of 2 pounds. That's all I know. I mean, it fits, you know. But yeah. That's what I'm gonna wear to the wedding. That's my wedding garb. I ordered it in the mail. I ordered it in the mail. Don't look at my floor. That's dog beds down there because I put them dogs. They come in there and they need to have a place to sleep. Okay, yeah, I love the color too. I just love it. I think my daughter's whole, not my daughter, my granddaughter, her whole wedding is done in plum. It's plum and gray, and plum and it's plum gray. There's plum and gray. Don't pay no attention to my hair. I gotta wash it. Gotta wash it tonight when I take my shower. I don't think I brushed it today. I don't think so. You know, usually I get all glammed up when I want to be on public, when I want to be a public nuisance. I mean, not a public nuisance. Okay. So, oh, that's better. Yeah. It's quite purple today. Because I just repurpled it. And so now, then, hi Jane, hi Lisa, hi Lainey. Oh my goodness, how wonderful. And Dai is there, and Gail is there. Vicky, Letitia. Oh my goodness. Lisa. And there's Andy. Shannon. I'm going back and looking to see who all I can see. There's Michelle and Jen. Oh, and then Letitia, she's in San Antonio, Texas. You didn't get a name notification. You should have got like 3 of them because I was having a little bit of trouble. Yes, and then Michelle. And so I'm glad that you're all here. Okay, I'm glad you are all here. That makes me happy. And, you know, I was feeling a little yucky. Oh, and there's Bootsy. Doug, I still haven't watched your gardening show, Bootsy. Why have I not? I'm not getting you. I need to go back to your page. And Emily's my new granddaughter. Yes. I need to go to Bootsy. Sybil. Hi, Sybil. It must be in the middle of the night over to your house. Yeah. And Lolly Cunningham. Lolly Cunningham. But what I was saying, Bootsy, is I'm not getting notifications. I'm not getting notifications for you, so I'm going to have to go back to your page and make sure I ring your bell, so I'll get notifications. But yeah, I want to see your garden. I'm very interested in that. And so, oh, how wonderful that all of you have come. There's 22 viewers. Wow. Today, you know, I like to do things that are not real common at the moment on my live streaming. I like to try to find things that are not real common at the moment. And there are a lot of things, a lot of art supplies and things that we used years ago, and they kind of get put on the back shelf. Grinning Ferret, hi. I'm going to use some of your birds today. I got your birds, right? Here they are. Grinning Ferret. She sent me these birds. Grinning Ferret, I mean. And I'm going to use them. I'm going to use some of them birds. Hi, Tanya Smith, my little granddaughter. I got lots of grandchildren all over the world. But yes, oh, Jane, she's got all the ice cream. Holy moly. And so, but anyway, I almost didn't come on because I just wasn't feeling good. But you know what I think it was? I ate a whole can of tomato soup, and I love tomato soup. And so I just make tomato soup, and I just made it out of the can, which that's got too much sodium in it to begin with. But then what I do is I put pepper in it. I like to make like the whole top of the bowl of soup is full of pepper. And then I eat a spoon of soup with the pepper, spoon of soup. And then when I don't see pepper on the top anymore, I sprinkle more pepper. I grind it, more pepper. And And so I eat a lot of pepper. And then after I ate my soup, then I ate some ice cream. And I drank like a quart of water because I drink a lot. I'm a heavy drinker. I drank like a quart of water then. And man, I have had the heartburn. Lord mercy. I've been sick. And so, but I took a Tums. Actually, I had two of those little boogers. And so now I'm feeling much better. And so, but now that I see all of you guys, all 25 of you guys, oh, grilled cheese and tomato soup. Oh, I could have ate that one too because I like grilled cheese and it dunk it in there or egg salad sandwich and dunk it in tomato soup. Heartburn special, but boy, is it good going down. It's just that heartburn. And I got me a drink. This is a mixed drink. It's water, ice, and Crystal Light. Well, it's not really Crystal Light. It's the generic Crystal Light. Yes, Bootsy, I can guarantee you it's not morning sickness. Hi, Marina Yulden. Hi, sweetie. Oh my goodness, it just thrills me to see all of you out here tonight. It just thrills me. And you made fresh lemonade today? Oh, I bet that is good. There is nothing better than fresh. Oh, you're sending your Timmy Holtz mat back. Are they going to send you a new one, or did you just give up on them? Yeah, I hope they're sending you a label so you don't have to pay the shipping. Tomato soup with alphabet noodles. Yeah. Yep. And if they let you, yeah. And hi, Gail. I think I said I think I said hi to you, Gail, but just in case I didn't, I'm saying hi to you again. Yeah. You know what I've been playing with today is I've been playing with chalk. They said they need to check the manufacturer first. I don't think so. I think they just need to give you your money back and tell you to throw it in the garbage. Show us your crochet blanket on the chair. Oh, let me see. Crochet blanket on the chair. This is the chair. And the crochet blanket. I had it kind of squished up. I love this crochet blanket. It was made by my mama. It was made by my mama. It's a bunch of squares, and each square is like a little bit different. Little bit different. But see, that's my crochet blanket on the chair. And that down there, the dog bed that they tore a hole in. Oh, them little creatures. I told them I'm getting a magic wand. I'm turning them all into cats. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn this camera down because I'm tired of looking at myself. I'm going to get you down here to the showroom floor right here. This is the showroom floor right here. And okay, would you do me a favor, Papa? My my plug-in thing that I put in my phone so it won't die. My artificial heart or artificial lung. It's in there. It's in there on the love seat in the bedroom, I think. Would you go get that for me?
I'll fetch it. All the dogs is a little bit small and say it's right. Don't forget what's
I won't forget Sammy. Vicky says to tell Papa I'd love to see him. Just but you don't want to see him. You know what he did? He gave himself a beard cut. I'll be really glad when he grows his beard back. I want him to look like a biker chick. Not a biker chick, but a biker dude. I think that is like the hot look. He's bringing me my I got one of them like charger things. But I want to show you these. And this, oops, this is what, yeah, I think a lot of people have been having problems with their mats. Mine has got a few spots in it that you really can't see them too much because the problem is like it's got bubbles underneath the glass in the actual screen printing part of it. And but I'm gonna not let that worry me. And also it's got like these little feet on it. Here's one of them right there. It's got these little feet on it. They don't stay on. Hi, Joanna. Them things don't stay on. They're falling off. So I guess I should just take all of them off so that it'll completely lay flat. But that was one of the things when he was announcing about it that was supposed to be so grand and wonderful. Oh, one of the complaints was that they were exploding when people tried to heat on them. Oh, wow. Hi, Johanna. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. You cut through your kitchen table, Lainey? Oh, my goodness. Jennifer! It says Jeffrey Haney, but it's really Jennifer. That's my daughter. Jennifer, do you work tomorrow night? I was just wondering if we're going to have Jeffrey. Oh, E6000? Yeah, I can put some of that on there. Yep. Yes, Jeffrey is actually Jennifer. And so if you use, oh, he had sent them back to China to get them remade. I'll be darned. Well, I wonder why he just didn't get them made in the US of A, because that's where he lives, I think. Because it's supposed to be a mixed media mat and it's supposed to work for any mixed media. And he said you can heat on it, you can, but I don't know, but that heat might be why I've got bubbles underneath. I don't know. Jennifer, are you coming for dinner tomorrow night? Tommy Sue is making her world famous cheese dip, and we're grilling hot dogs on the grill. Yep. So hopefully you come, and hopefully you're working so that we can keep Jeffrey. Now, what I'm going to show you today is just what I think is just like the cat's meow. We used a lot of chalk. In the day we used a lot of chalk, but it seems like, yeah, it could have been, Marina. It could have been there from the beginning. Oh, you figured out to name you. Well, you changed your name to Jennifer. Well, that's good, Jennifer. I love you, Jennifer. You're just the cat's meow. Yes, you can come, Johanna. You just come right over here. Now, so now we know that you're Jennifer. So are you working tomorrow night, Jennifer? Are you going and making people well and healing them and all that stuff that nurses do? Jennifer? 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 Can you hear me now? But anyway. Now, here is a couple of the images that I have done. I love you too, Jennifer. Yes, you're coming tomorrow. Okay. And you work tomorrow? Oak Hill? Okay. I'm thinking Oak Hill. I don't know. Maybe you're at somewhere else. But let me show you this magic. This is what I'm doing. Okay. Lainey, you love coloring with pan chalks and a blender pen. Well, these here chalks that I have, Jeffrey, my grandson, bought me these chalks for Christmas. So, and since we were only allowed to shop at the Five Below, I know that these were $5 or less. So this was a really good deal. So this is what I'm going to use tonight is my chalks that I got from Jeffrey for Christmas. And but this is what I'm going to show you how I do this. Now, see how pretty this looks? Just how beautiful. I mean, I just love just the look, just like this. I just think that is gorgeous. I just think it's gorgeous. Here's one I did. It's in lavenders. You can have it this way or this way.
I don't know where yours is, but here.
Well, I had it. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Thank you, Hubster. Peek in there and say hello. Wait a minute, you got, because they said they want to see you.
Oh,
See?
man.
Look, see? This is what he looks like now that he gave himself a beard cut and a haircut. He had a ponytail and a long beard. Yep, that's the Hubster. Okay. The Hubster's going back to the back 40. Okay, let's see. I got to plug this into the bottom of my telephone because so that it doesn't run out of juice. We got to make sure it keeps full of electricity. Hubster couldn't find mine, so he brought me his. Yeah, he's a cute little brother. Now, okay, this is what I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. 30 viewers. Lord. Okay, now here's where junk mail really comes in handy, because now you want to just tear off a piece and kind of give it a good, a shape. When you cut it off, when you tear it off, give it a shape. And so I'm going to go with green here, and I'm going to take my chalk, and I'm going to just color along the edge with the chalk. I've been telling people I don't have any chalk to write on my clapboard, and I forgot to use it today. I have to get that thing out where I can use it. But I do have chalk. I got this right here, because Jennifer was going to bring me some, but she didn't. Okay, now look. I'm going to take this paper now that I just put that chalk on. See, and I'm just going to put it up against the bottom of this here paper. And I'm going to just take the chalk with my finger, and I'm going to go and I'm rubbing it down onto this paper card. Okay, whoops. Now, look at this. Already, look at how that looks. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's gorgeous. And then, if I want to, I can go again with even the same color chalk, and I'll put more on there. And then I'm going to go, but I don't want to have it exactly. I don't want to have it exactly like, I don't want to have it exactly like I had the other one. So I'm going to turn that one to where it's a little different. And then I'm, and then I'm going down again with my finger, and I'm rubbing. Oops, I moved it. It moved and wiggled, but I don't think that's going to make a big never mind on it. I don't think so anyway. No, it's good. That's still good. See there? And then I just kind of wipe it off with a tissue. Now I want to go with a little bit different color green. So I'm going to, or maybe I won't use green. Maybe I'll use, let's see, what should I use? You know what I think? I'm going to put in a yellow. Get me some yellow. Some banana cream pie yellow. Oh, that's right. Yep, Gainesville. I do have one friend that does live in Gainesville. I wonder. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I'm going with my daughter. My daughter's taking me every year. She takes me on a 3-day vacation, just me, her, and Jeffrey. And this year we're going to Gainesville. We'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. But I'll be back in time for, she guaranteed me that I would be back Thursday evening for my live stream. Otherwise, I wasn't going to go. I told her I'm not going to go with you if I'm going to miss live stream. I didn't really tell her that. I'm making that up right now as I'm going along. Because I make a lot of things up as I go along. And let me see, I'm just getting a little tissue here. Now that's not showing too much. I'm going to get some. Ooh, yeah. This. Okay, I want some orange, I think. I'm going to get some orange. And see, I put the color on this scrap paper. And you sold your chalk dye. You couldn't have done that. Now, and then we'll go, see, that's what I mean. We sometimes quit using what we have because we buy the new and more glamorous things. And then we put the stuff that we don't use, it just goes on a back burner on the back shelf and we don't use it. And we shouldn't do that because, oh my goodness, we have such beautiful things. But you know, the craft, the people who you know, the craft people, the people that know that we are weak in Michael's and Hobby Lobby and stuff. They know we're weak there in that area. So they make new things. They make new things to tempt us. And then they advertise them in the magazines and stuff. And then they say, oh, we got to have them. Or they might get all their soapbox in the you know, the things, you know, the doohickeys, the YouTube videos, you know, and then we watch them and we go, oh, we gotta buy them, we need them, we can't live without them. Well, then they got you. Then you get so much stuff. Jennifer can tell you that I kind of, but she helps me. She's got something in her car right now she found for me that she's going to bring to me tomorrow. She finds me stuff too. So look at this. Look at there. I put some green and I put some yellow and then some orange and then some blue. And you know how that, I love it. I love it. And I just, when I rub it, I rub it straight downward this way. Now, there is a spray, a fixative spray, and a fixative spray that you can purchase, and you can spray your chalk art, and it will not, it will, hi Joyce, oh my goodness, yes, and okay, I can't read. Yes, Krylon workable fixative. That's exactly what it is, Lisa. And you can spray it, and then your chalk is going to stay right where you put it. And it's not a real wet spray either. So when you just give it a light spray, I think I loaned it to my son, and I think he hasn't brought it back, but he might have. I don't know. I'll have to go look in my stuff. But yes, now then, here, like this here, I cut this little palm tree. I cut it out of junk mail. You look at your junk mail and you see what you look at the images and stuff that's in your junk mail, and you might say there might be a whole bunch of junk mail and then just this one tree. In fact, this particular junk mail, it only had that one tree that I wanted. Now, normally I would probably spray that with a fixative first, but right now I'm getting my glue down to the bottom here. Usually I'll leave it upside downwards. Oh, hairspray works too? Oh, okay. Oh, right. Hairspray. Okay, now, hairspray. I guess that must be like the fixative, and you don't need much, I'm sure. So, but then look at this. You can just take something that you cut out, especially in something like this, because it almost looks like a landscape. And so here is a palm tree. And I'm just going to put that palm tree right there on top of that image, on top of that chalk. And look at that. This would be a perfect card front. A perfect, yeah, the hairspray would be a lot cheaper than buying the fixative. And if it works just as well, then that's what I will use, is because I've got hairspray in there. And so, but look how nice. Now, then, like I did, let me see. Look at this. Purple Mountains Majesty is what that one looks like almost. You could go either way on it too, whichever way you want it. I think I would want the darker at the bottom. But now, oh, I love the blue one too. But I have got, where did I put them? I put my birds. Now, Grin and Ferret. She sent me like a bunch. Oh, here they are. It doesn't take me long to lose something. Oh, Mason was born Thursday morning at 5:22 a.m. That is wonderful. Congratulations, Di. Did you have his book finished? Oh, my goodness. That is wonderful. Okay, now, she sent me all of these birds, and I believe they're all cut out of magazine pages. Again, this is reuse, recycle. But look at this. Let me see. I'm going to get it. Let me see. I have to look on both sides because I want to find one that'll show up good. Look at that little bird sitting right there and just looking up. Just looking up. He wants to look up. He's in the forefront. And there he is looking up. And let's see. I wonder if he wants to have a friend looking up too. Yeah, they both can be looking up, and they're looking up at that top. They're looking up at that top peak of that mountain. So, and I love this punch. I love this little bird, and she sent me like a lot of them. Okay, I got to get in. Okay, wait a minute. I didn't get the name. Just I got to go back now. Let me see. Oh, Mason. Okay, Mason. And then what was Mason's middle name? Did you say? Jane. Yes, she had a baby, a boy, Mason Taylor. Just kidding, Mason. Oh, you know what, though? I have a grandson, a great-grandson named Taylor, and he is amazing. And you just punched him from junk mail and magazines. And see, that is why I say you you just, when your junk mail, your magazine pages, any of that is just, it's not junk. It's, oh, Jackson. Oh, that is good. Yes, I love the name Jackson. I have my nephew had well, his little boy must be about 2 now. They live up somewhere in Indiana, I think. But I think his name is Jackson. I thought that's a nice name. I like that. I like names that'll grow with you. There is some names that people name their babies nowadays that are cute for little babies or something, or cute for today. But I don't know about how cute they will be when they get older. Oh, look at this. You know what I think this would be pretty is um if I had, and see, I can add to these later. See, now they're both looking up at the same thing up here. So if I were to put something up here, like I'm thinking right now, like a dove or something, um, that they were looking at, I think that would be awesome. See, so these will make awesome card fronts. And not only in cards, but even in journals. You know, a journal, a pocket, a page, um, just a beginning of something. And I like that one. Okay, so I got that one, and then this one with the palm tree. But then, and then I collect greeting cards too. And so then if you find, oh, I got some wedding stickers right there. How cute. How appropriate that is. Let me see, what do I have here? Oh, how fun. Now, because you're going to make, I I probably would have, Joanna, I would have probably sprayed the hairspray on them first before I actually glued something on, but it won't hurt to glue it on, to spray it on later. I was just too lazy to get my butt out this chair and go into the bathroom and get it. And so, but, and you don't really even have to spray it on because I wiped it. Okay, who's Beetle Chick now? Who were you before you were Beetle Chick? Beetle Chick. Okay, now, yes, you can put it on at the end, Ida. You can put that on the end, at the end, and okay, most of the, oh, jeez, is that cute? Most of, oh, and are those cute? And so, oh, and is that cute? Now, see, when you are looking through your box of greeting cards that you have collected over the centuries, some of you haven't gotten to live that long yet, but yeah, over the centuries, and you just fussy cut them out. You just fussy cut, like, especially if you have like a little flower or, okay, what are those here? I'm just kind of flipping through some cards here down on my lap real quickly, real quickly, real quickly. And I was hoping to find like a tree. Oh, there's like a tree. Okay. All right, now. That's like a tree, but that's too big a tree. Can't have a real big tree. Okay, that's close enough. Now, your greeting cards. Save your greeting cards because the images that are on your greeting cards are going to be the images that are on your greeting cards are, they are so valuable when you're looking for You are blue. You just needed to be blue, Little Red Wagon. Because every time I see your name, your Little Red Wagon, I think about the Little Red Wagon painted blue. And so, but here is now a card. It's got a tree on it. So I'm going to just kind of fussy, not really fussy cut it so much. I'm going to kind of go around it and just do a little image here. And just kind of get it sort of fussy cut it around. And so you don't have to get like go around each leaf. You don't have to do that. You just kind of sort of give it a little bit of shape as you're fussy cutting. Now, and I should stay in the screen, I guess. And oh yeah. Now this tree is a little bit big. So you know what I'm going to do, because I like that tree, is and then look at this bird on the branch. I mean, that's pretty right there. But if you take this and cut this out, and again, when you're fussy cutting, you don't have to get all real fussy. Some people like to get real fussy, but that kind of, real fussy stuff makes me nervous, and I'm not really into all that, all that real fussy stuff. So, but I just sort of do it sort of. And this is a really pretty image. I really love that bird, but then I really love birds, but then I really love animals. So my Jeffrey, he just got him a new dog. His name's Buddy. I love that little dog. I can't wait till tomorrow so I can see him, because see, whenever they come over, whenever Jeffrey comes over, dogs come too. He doesn't go anywhere without his dogs. Well, yeah, he does. He goes to school without his dogs, but he doesn't go to his grandma's house without his dogs. He takes his dogs right along. And so I'll get to see them tomorrow. Okay, so here I'm just going to cut up here, just a little bit around here. There. Now see there, look at that bird on that background. Okay, let me throw this away. Or do I think I'd want this? Oh yeah, I want it that way, because then the bird, pretty. And there I have another card front. And when you're making cards, you don't have to make them for any particular occasion. And you do not have to make them with, you don't have to have a you don't have to have your verse in the inside. And can you move our seats back a bit? Yeah, let me see. Let me find my pusher. Let's see. Move your seats back. Oh, you know what? How I have to do that? I have to go down like this, and then I have to go down like this, and then I have to go up like this. Just a minute. I'm moving the seats. And then wait a minute here. Where's the oh, here. This is the controller. And then here. Oh, I think, why won't it move? Oh, here. Now, see, I think I'm getting them moved a little bit. Yeah, there. Okay, let's see if that works better. Let me check. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. Now see, now there is a card front. And like you can use your card. Now see, this here, I made this so it's a perfect size to fit on a 4.5, 5.5 by 4.25 card, I think. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think. And so that will fit right on the front. And I usually, now if I were to cut this down just a little bit and put a frame around it of a little, because it's all lavenders, and if I put another color of another maybe lavender around it, or even make it the color of the flowers to make that pop, then that would be pretty. And so, but then I want to try now real quick, because I'm making a big fat mess. Oh, I got them too. Let's see. Oh, here they are, Elizabeth Marie. Now I'm going to go, I want to go this way. So I'll make it portrait instead of landscape. And so let me put, I'm going to use this color. I'm coloring on the ripped, torn piece of paper. I'm not coloring on the, I'm just on that torn piece of paper, not actually on the card itself. And then I just take my finger and rub that chalk right down onto the paper. Just like that. And look how pretty is that. Now I want to take, let me see, I'm going to take a little bit, I think I'm going to go with some more yellow. So you can use the papers over again if you're using the same color of chalk. I think I want to put some more yellow. And I'm going to, and you can put your colors, like you might want to make it into a more of a landscape look, to where it would be like the green for the grass, and then a different green for some trees, and then the blue up at the skyline or something. You could do that if you want to. So many different things that you can do, but you don't have to. You can just get the color in there. And so, but because if you're saying, okay, I want to make this look like this is grass and this is water and this is trees, there's too much of a chance of you getting done with it and say, and then it looks like you have failed. And so that's why I say don't expect too much, don't, well, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, I think you get what I'm saying. To not be disappointed, don't have like a plan saying I'm going to make this look like. I mean, if you want to, go right ahead, but I just love the color. I just love color, and so I'm just getting, and you see now when I did the blue and then the yellow and then the orange, and as I went down, the yellow went into the blue, and it kind of give it almost in some green, a gradient in there, and that's very pretty. And of course, purple being my very favorite color in the world, you'd think I would just put these back in here when I get done, but no, I just throw things around like nobody's business. Okay, so now I'm going to put some purple, and I'm only coloring it on this ripped, torn piece of paper. And when you tear it, just make sure you get a nice little edge on there. Just a nice little edge where you've got some shape, nice shape. And then see, as you go down, then Now you could do this even with a brush or with a cotton ball or something. And don't have too many layers is what you mean. Yeah, that's, well, here I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 colors in this one. I have already got 4 colors, but I always rub it down to the first color I put in. I don't go back up. I'm using a piece of tissue and I just am going down. And I think what I want to do is I think I want to put like a light, what do I want to put up here at the top? Maybe just a real light blue, I think. And you know, even if you're looking off up into the mountains in the fall or something, and you see different colors here and there and everywhere, and it's almost what you see when you do this. You can you don't know what you're going to get till you're done, till you're finished. You don't. Now see, when I'm holding up, making sure that I'm holding on to the card underneath this paper so it doesn't move, because I don't want it to move. And so there I'm brushing some, just using my finger now. And there we go. And look at that. Okay, and so now just brush it slightly. You know, I think when you get, I'm gonna use this yellow and go all the way up to the top as well as I can get it to the top. Now I put when you get this far, I believe, and you, okay, let me get that chalk on there. Okay, and see, this just junk paper off the junk nail, so don't use good paper. And then see, because all you need is the torn edge. And so I'm going to put that yellow down just a little bit. Okay, let's see now. And then I'm going to go up a little bit with this too, so with the yellow, so I kind of get it. Now I can decide, do I want the dark at the top or do I want the dark at the bottom? It doesn't really matter. But see, this I made this now so that my tree would go and fit right here. Now I might want to, let me see if I have my, okay, I have my this thing, and let me see if I have my, see how I'm getting just a pile. This is how I work. I get a pile of stuff. I get a pile of stuff going. Well, I was looking for my brownish. Well, I'm going to use this one because I want to go and I'm going to ink around this tree here just a little bit, where I fussy cut it. I'm going to ink around it, and that'll just give it a little bit of a pop when I put it down, that you can see it just a little bit better. And so, you know what, I do think I like the blue, darker blue at the top. So then I will use my glue here, and I will I'll get that glue on there. So I glue my little tree on there. And I'm just using cardstock on here. It's just a lightweight cardstock, inexpensive from Walmart. Nothing fancy either, even with the paper. Nothing fancy. Greeting cards, paper, chalk. And like I say, this you don't have to buy. They do sell very expensive chalk, but it doesn't work any different than this. So, oh, there's Care Hart. Hi, Carolyn. Oh my goodness. Yes, look at that. Oh, geez. Yes, Care, I gave you a wrench. I thought maybe you were like a mechanic, so I thought you needed a wrench. Beetle Chick. Did you tell me who you really were to Beetle Chick? Oh, Vicky. All right. Vicky changed her name to Beetle Chick. Okay, we have to remember that now. So see, now, yes, I think I would, if I had my spray in here, I would spray the fixative first and then add the embellishments on top of that. But I don't think I'm going to have a problem spraying it on top of this. And even if you didn't spray it, I think you if you didn't spray it, I think your card would be just fine, or whatever you're working on. And see, now this one here, oh, this one here I just did with the blue, but after I did the blue downward, then I just rubbed the whole thing. So I only went with one color on the blue. Carolyn, you know, I can just see you tearing a car engine apart. I can just see it. And and you know, I changed a water pump once. I changed a water pump in our car when our kids was little. And it was funny because, well, I didn't do the whole thing because the husband, he got it out of there, but then he was getting stressed, and so he said that he was going to take a nap. So I went and put the water pump back in, and I got the fan back in. I got the water pump in, the fan back in, the radiator, everything. But of course, back then, cars weren't that complicated as they are today. Today, I don't think I could even change a spark plug. I don't even know if I could take the gas cap off. But anyhow, now, so this was a simple one, just using the blue. But look at it, just so pretty. This is going to be so pretty for just a background. Just a background, and you don't need much. You know what? I have a little stamp, and it says on my little stamp, it says, "A little birdie told me it was your birthday." I think a little bird. Oh, now I don't remember exactly what it said, but I know it says a little birdie something. A little birdie told me. And look at that pretty bird. And so if I were to have my little bird here, and then if I use that stamp to say that my little birdie told me, I think it does say it. A little birdie told me it was your birthday, and so you can have, if you've got stamps that have got these sayings on them, you can use them. But you know, peeps, don't ever worry about writing your own words Oh, I know about them dogs, little girl. Them dogs, Gail. You gotta let them in and out, or they go poop in the house. Um, Now here, I love how this looks. Like the bird is looking up, so I can have something up here always that the bird is looking up at. But you know, if you have a stamp, but don't worry about using your own penmanship, because when you write in your own pen, you're writing, you are preserving a part of yourself. I've said this before, but I have got a hymnal that was given to my parents by my grandmother, and that was in 72. And she wrote on there, to Martha and Alan with children, love 80, which 80 is mother in Finnish. And that is the only thing I have with her writing on it. And she had what they call essential tremors in her hands when she wrote. And so the writing is very shaky. But you know, it being the only item I have with her penmanship on it makes that book so special to me. It's just, I don't know if it's just me or what, but it makes it so special. So when you look at something, you say, oh, my handwriting just is horrible and I am not going to write. Don't think that way. Get that thought out of your mind, because your your um your penmanship, your handwriting is special. What was that word I just said? I said a word that I can't remember now. But it's just, it's your, you know, it like I say, I've got that only one thing with my grandmother's writing on it, and it is, I will keep it forever. I got a feeling that at least some of my kids would want to even keep that book, and maybe just for that reason. Well, you know, my granddaughter who's getting married, she scribbled in it when she was like 2. So now see, that makes it even more special. And it's with orange crayon she scribbled. That's Katie. You know what she also scribbled on? When oh, sorry about that. Yes. River, like Little Red Wagon said, Krylon spray fixative. But then I was just notified too. Somebody just said you can use hairspray. And so I think the hairspray would work just as well as the fixative and be cheaper, because you can get a can of hairspray for under $1. And so that would be cheaper. And I'm sure the fixative is much more expensive than that. But that'll keep your yeah, your chalk from moving around. Actually, you know, I have it wiped with just a tissue. I'm using a tissue. And let's see, as I go down this again, it has sat there for a while and it's not coming off on the tissue. So I think once you wipe it, I mean, a little might have come off, not much. And but yes, the fixative would, but there's no way you can get all of that off just by wiping it off. And so, but oh, I think I was saying something else, but it must not have been very important. But in thinking, greeting cards, gosh, the greeting cards. Look at this, how that has got the I was going to call them bunny rabbits. Them ain't bunny rabbits for nothing. Them is them is butterflies. And so I'm going to see the inside of this card, how big that is, and how it's just plain and there's nothing on it. That's the card. That's the back of the card. This is a lot of paper. That's a lot of paper right there. I ain't throwing that away. And so, yes, we keep, we use, and we reuse. And that is what we do. And so I'm going to just cut out a part of this. But, yep, your handwriting. So your handwriting, and I'm going to show you something else too, real quick here, just as soon as I get my butterfly. I'm getting my butterfly cut out, and I want just part of the flower as well. Because see, then I'm going to use this on my card front. But I want to show you one other thing real quick. Well, I don't do anything real quick now that I think about it. And see there? Okay, I want to show you something real quick. Oh, that's right. I just said I don't do anything real quick. I'm going to take, let me look in my junk box here. You know how many junk boxes I have in my life? A lot. Okay, I'm going to take my junk box right here. Oops, I just dropped that on the floor. And I want to cut. I'm going to cut this. I got a piece of this chipboard. Okay, I'm going to quickly cut that right over here on my cutting apparatus. Oops, I got it. I'm cutting, but it's thick, so it's taking me a couple extra muscles. Okay, there. I got one piece, and then here I got to cut another piece right here now. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of chipboard. Okay, and now I'm going to take, now I need to cut me off a little chub here and a little chunk here. Now, let me tell you here, I want to make just a, I'm going to glue this. I'm putting this, I'm putting about, oh, maybe 3/8 of an inch in between. Okay, let me get this glue on here first. I'm putting these 2 little pieces to hold it apart. Right like that. There we go. Oh, no, see, I've done that too, Gail. I get notifications that when the show is just about over. Okay, so now, okay, I'm just putting, yeah, I got that about 1/4 of an inch. All right, now, maybe I should have waited a little bit more. But that's what it is. It is what it is. You can actually buy these pre-made sort of things. But, okay, I'm just going to go on the back of this card right here. I'm going to use this. This is my little template. You know, I think I should have made that a little bit wider. My glue is already dry. I'm going to do it this way. It's not, and you can make it, the slot is wide or as narrow as you want it, depending on how what, you know, how big you want your letters. But now you can go and now you use this. You use this little slot and only write in the slot and go in between. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. Go between the little slot there and go from one to the other. So I'm going to write happy birthday. Okay. And now look at that where I just wrote happy birthday. It's all on a straight line. All the letters are at the same height. And it doesn't matter if they're at the same width. And it doesn't matter what my penmanship is, because that is definitely legible where I just wrote happy birthday. And so if you make yourself just a little jig like this, you can use that center slot to write your words and come up with actually my H looks like a K, but hey, who would think it said the happy birthday? It says happy birthday. But that's where I just did that. And so you can say that your penmanship is bad, and if it really is all that bad, which I doubt it, I think I think you are just too judgmental on yourself, then then don't do that. Don't do that. Let your penmanship be a remembrance of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? That is part of you. And one day you're not going to be here. And now you may not have children that are like sentimental or whatever. Mine are. My girls are for sure. My Jennifer is. She is like very, very sentimental. She wants to keep everything that ever belonged to anybody. Bless her heart, she's just wonderful. And but you know, I think, like, sometimes I joke around and I say they're going to really have a time of it after I, you know, buy the farm or go 10 toes up or whatever they call it nowadays. And because then they're going to have to clean up all my art supplies and whatever. And Jennifer says, no, we're not. Everything's going to stay just exactly the way it is forever and eternity. And then they'll just come and use my stuff. I said, that's okay, then that's fine. And so, because she is really the sentimental one. So here now I can go here and then I can write, let's see, what should I write? I will say thinking of you. And I'm just going to go right there and use this. And I'm going to write thinking. And I'll just write it all in uppercase letters. THINK. Of. Now, why don't they spell of O-V? Why do they spell it O-F? I don't get it sometimes. Thinking of you. Thinking of you. And there I have made my card, and I put a sentiment on the front, and I don't have to go and print it out on the computer. I don't have to get it perfect. And I'm not saying this is perfect. It is just fine. It is just fine. And it I might even have it a little crooked, but I think what I would do is to make it a little bit. I would make one a little. I got a couple of these made, and so this is a quarter of an inch. I would maybe make it 3/8 of an inch, which would be a little bigger. You know, you can make it however wide you want, half an inch, and you know, to put your own. Everything about you is perfect. Oh, Care, I love you so much, you sweet thing, you. But yes, this is amazing. Just this little jig like this. And but they make these, you know, you can buy these tailor made that have different they have different widths of your lettering. And what they were used for a lot was when architects and draftsmen would use them as they were writing, because they would handwrite everything on a blueprint, and it looks like everything's typewritten, but they used a jig like this. Now then there's some people, like I have my daughter-in-law and I have my granddaughter, that their printing is, you would swear it was done on a typewriter, because they do they're they it's perfect. It is like perfect. And they don't have to have a lined piece of paper to have everything perfectly lined. My uncle was a draftsman, and that's how he made his millions. That's how he is able to afford to take his wife on world cruises, because he was a really, really good draftsman. He's now retired, and now he, like I just said, my grandmother had the essential tremors. He does too. Now he has one, so he can't do any more drafting. But I mean, he's 78 years. He's 10 years older than I am. So he's plenty retired already. But they did he has got an implant in his brain. There's like a thing that it's like right where a pacemaker would go, but then the wire goes up his head to the top of his head. They opened up his skull and put this thing in his head into his brain that helps his tremors, which his tremors were so bad, the essential tremors in his hands, that he had to like hold two hands on a sippy cup to get that cup to his mouth so that he could drink. He would have to like get his head right over his plate and shovel food in to even get to eat, because he shook so bad. But it's amazing how far they come in the medical world. And yeah, he turns it off at night though to save his battery. He said, so he turns it off. So, but he said it doesn't mind if he shakes while he sleeps. But it bless his heart. I just love him to death. That's my Uncle David. But it's my only uncle I got left. And since I got neuropathy in my hands and feet, it's too painful at times to handwrite. Johanna, yes, I can understand that. I have the neuropathy in my feet. I don't have it in my hands, thank God. Although I do have the arthritis is in my thumbs, but it isn't constant. It is like now and again. And so it's like now and again that I have that in in my thumbs, but like today they're fine. And there's some days I can't even move my hands. It's so bad. So yeah, it is a fabulous medical advancement. And there's so much nowadays that can, that can take care of, at least maybe not heal things so much, but make it better and easier to live with. So I'm going to use the back of this card. The back of this card is slick and shiny. That would not hold chalk. But the inside of the card is more like, it's not like a watercolor paper, but it's more like a cardstock, I guess. And so what I want to do, let's see, I want to go, will my paper go this way? It'll fit, yeah. Because what I'll do is I'll go all the way across, but then I'll probably cut it. I could probably make tags, maybe 3 tags out of this. So that's what I want to do with that right now. I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to use, I just love this green. I think that's just so pretty. So pretty. And trying different kinds of paper too. Now watercolor paper, maybe because it's of a more of a heavy kind of paper and has more of a almost texture to it, maybe a watercolor paper, you'd have a different outcome. Not better, not worse, but different. So, but I really do not think that it would go on any kind of a slick paper. I don't think your chalk would hang on to that. Look at, I just love what it does. I just love the image you get from the torn paper. It's just beautiful. I think it is just beautiful. So now I'm going to go here with some blue. Let me get that, and I put that blue there. Let's see, and just tear any paper you have. I mean, don't use new paper to tear. This is where your junk mail comes in handy. I mean, just handy. Handy. There we go. And just brush that blue down there. How pretty. Oh, how pretty. And just that chalk. And it's so pastel. You get, it's just so pastel, the color. And what excuse, Susan? Susan just said, was Susan in here and I missed her? No, I don't know. I didn't see Susan. Okay. Look how pretty. Look how pretty is that? And you could stop right there and you could put things up to the top. It's just, this is your artwork. And it really is, it's art. It is really art. It's not, it's and children, you can have children even do something like this and come up with such a good outcome. Oh, I don't see Stacy here tonight. I hope she's okay. I do worry about her. Sometimes she's but she's so busy lately with all that she does. She does a lot. I just hope she's well. I need to check on her. She might be having a live tonight too, because she sometimes does an impromptu. And so that could be. Look at that. See how I'm kind of tapping off the excess chalk too. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it just beautiful? I love it. I just do love it. And yes, and you know, just we're not going for, you know, I don't go. I love color. I just love color. I don't go for. Now, as you see, some of these other ones I made them with just different shades of the same color, different shades of blue or different shades. And that makes it, what is that they call that when you're just using different shades of the same color, mononucleosis. Of course, I can't think of the word. What is that word? What is that word when you use the same color, different hues of the same color, different shades of the same color? I don't remember. Monochromatic. Thank you, Carolyn. That's it. Monochromatic. And that's pretty too. But see, this is chalk, and this is so simple. And it is, you know, some people might say, I'm not an artist. I can't do that. Well, look at this. I'm not an artist. Well, you know, I don't mind calling myself an artist. At first, I didn't want to call myself an artist because I didn't feel like I was. But then, you know what? I have looked at other people's art. I have looked at a lot of art because I get my inspiration. I get a lot of inspiration from art. And so, and some of it that I look at, I thought, oh yeah, I can do that. And so then, yeah, we are all artists. If you can put a pen to paper and draw a circle, you're an artist. Color the circle in, make it purple. Yep. And so, yeah, you are an artist. And so, but don't tell yourself you're not, because if you tell yourself that you're not, then you're failing before you ever try. And so, and you know, you're an artist. And so, okay, since this is going to be my last color, I'm going to go upwards with this color, with this lavender purple, and get, so then I'm having a little bit of a lighter color up here now. The lavender up here. Now, okay, so then I'm going to take a tissue and just kind of rub that down. And look how pretty that is. And that, I used the back of a greeting card. And Mugsy, hi. Gosh, love you. Oh my goodness, Susan Baker. And Cindy, did I say hi to you? Laura Mack. Look at these faces that are coming in here. All the beautiful ones. I'm trying to move that with my mouse. Oh my goodness sakes. I'm just so happy to see all of you that have come in. But and there you go. Look at how that lavender almost looks like a waterfall. But see, now with this piece, because it's that big, I think what I would do is cut that into 3 strips. It's 8.5 inches wide. I used the back. It was just, it had a paper liner in the card. I pulled the paper liner, and then there is okay, let me see. What did she say? Beetle Chick said, someone just told me last summer that all of us are artists. It's our insides coming out and applied to whatever we are doing, and everything gets better with practice. And that is so true. That is so, so true, Beetle Chick. Yes, that is so true. And we are. There is artist in every one of us. There is nobody. I mean, when we see people out there painting with their feet, And when we see, I mean, you know what? There was a display. I don't remember where it was. Down in Tampa, there's a lot of museums. But there was a display of art that was made by an elephant. Somehow that elephant put paint on a canvas. Somehow he got that paint on a canvas. I think what actually the person with the canvas was probably running around trying to catch the elephant's little trunk. But yeah, it's, you know, yeah, you're an artist. I don't care what you say about that. Now, okay, I'm cutting. Now there is one of my tags. This one. There, so I have 3 tags. 3 tags. Now I can, let me see, I can just cut my corners off here. I won't put anything else on this until I spray it. And I will spray it. I don't think I have any of the, I don't think I have any of that stuff we said, Krylon stuff that I can't think of the words. So I have hairspray. I don't hardly use my hairspray, but because I'm a pretty much what you see is what you get kind of person when it comes to my hair. So I'm just cutting the corner. I cut one corner and I just use all those corners for my little template. Okay, so there's my corners. You know what else these birds will work good for is, oh, look, they're going to look good on here. They are going to be, and look at these coming out of junk mail and magazine pages. And look at what we get. Look at what we get. And you know what? Well, I said I wasn't going to, but I am. I'm going to put these. I'm going to put those on here. I'm going to. Look at this one. It's gold. The golden bird. And so I'll spray them after a while, and use these for tags, like in my junk journals. Not that they're junk. I don't want to ever call anything junk, but I like that gold. So like both sides, and it's like oh, which one do I want to cover up? But this is an awesome punch. And I thank you so much for all these birds. I love them. All little birds. All my little birds. All my little birds. We've been seeing so many birds out in our yard lately. In the spring, I guess, is when they like to come and show off. And they can show off to me anytime. And see there, just that. And just that easy. I have 3 tags. And journals, yes, Carolyn. Journals, Joy, yes. So we don't have to call them junk journals. Call them junk journals. And so, or a leftover. Somebody had a name for them that was leftover something. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. A leftover something. Yes, you did, Grin and Ferret. You went on a bird punching binge. I'm glad you did because I love them. And I have a bird punch, but it's real small and it really is only a silhouette of a bird. And so, but these ones, because these ones even have the wings are punched out even, so they have like a good like dimension, like the dimension or they're just beautiful birds. And so I like them. I was happy to get them when I opened that envelope and then these birds just started falling out. I said, oh my God, these are so awesome. And so, and aren't they perfect on the tag? They're perfect on the tag. And a bird is birds are like angels. I love anything with wings. Anything with wings. Oh, that is the only punch you own? Isn't that something? But I like anything with wings. So it's butterflies, um, birds, just any kind of anything with wings. I just love them. Um, Even bats are adorable. I, you know, I used to be afraid of bats because I guess we had a lot of bats when we were in Minnesota, and my mother, she always told us that when you go outside, make sure you wear your hoivi, which was our scarf on our head, because she says if them bats get in your hair, they're going to, um, if them bats get in your hair, they're just going to get all tangled up in your hair, and we got to cut your hair off. And so, boy, we would tie our hair up in the hoivies at night if we went outside in our scarves, so we didn't, so the bats didn't come and get. But I don't think they really did that. I think that was like old wives' tale. I don't think they'd come land in your hair. I've never heard of it happening to anybody. And so yeah, even bats, because if you see pictures of them hanging upside down and they just wrap their little wings around themselves and like they're just giving themselves a hug. And you know what? That's what we're supposed to do too. We should do that every day, is give ourselves a hug, because because we deserve it. That's why, because we deserve a hug. Oh, Jennifer, now she's been sending photos to family. Okay. Um, me and my kids, we've all got we chat we send messages and pictures all day long, every day on our little chats. And so she must be taking pictures of boys, because it just said, she goes, I just love these boys. Okay. Oh, it's a Fisker punch. Wow. Okay. My fairy definition, any person or thing that brings joy. So, yep, Renee, you're a fairy. I love fairies. I just love fairies too. And, I love everything fantasy. I just, although, I do not ever want to go to, I don't live far from Disney World. We can get there in an hour, but I've never been there and I don't want to go. And that's mainly because of the crowds. I just can't deal with those crowds. But I love the pictures. I love the pictures and all the fantasy, and we need fantasy in our life. We need that because if you think about only the things that are real, sometimes that can get very depressing. And so, like, I've got a little display that I've got unicorns, because I've had so many lovely people send me unicorns or bring me unicorns, and I have a lot. I had them all just on my desk, but I got so many that I had to make a special display area in my house, and so I've got them displayed. And by the way, Carolyn, the little door, the little fairy door. Jeffrey, for one thing, he named the fairy that lives behind that door. His name is Aladdin. We call him Allie for short. And he leaves messages in the little mailbox for Allie. And then Allie, he answers the messages. But now, the last message he left for Jeffrey, because I've got that on my little, right there near where we put your unicorn. And so he left an answer for Jeffrey and says, I brought two of my friends so that you will not be lonely, and they're standing by your door. So you watch for them. And so I had these two little gnomes, and they were the perfect size to sit by the fairy doors. And so what I think we're going to do is, now that's where it's sitting right now, is with the unicorn display, but I'm going to get a box and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut the box to where it's got a bottom and a back and the two slant down sides. And we're going to put the fairy garden grass down there. We're going to paint a tree on the back to put the door on. And that's where the door is going to go. That's where the little gnomes are going to go, because the gnomes are only about 1.5 inches tall, so they're perfect. And then we got some little frogs, and so it's going to be like a diorama. And yes, Cindy, a diorama, and it's going to be so much fun, and it's something I can work on with Jeffrey, because Jeffrey, he's 9 years old. One day he's going to be out of the age that he wants to have fun and do things like this. He's going to think, he's not going to want to do that when he gets older. So yeah, I'm taking advantage of him while he's smart. I mean, while he's small. Now, Jeffrey is sweet. He is just awesome. Then I have a 17-year-old granddaughter too. She's 17. She got hormones. Oh my. Yeah, she's 17. Oh, she's lovely. When she's asleep. Actually, I love her. She's just wonderful. I don't know if any of you have 17-year-old daughters or have raised daughters that were like 16 and 17. If you've been through it and you're still alive, congratulations. Actually, when I raised my daughters, they were 2 years apart. They're 2 years apart. And there was times I wondered, I wonder if anybody will notice if I throw them under the bus. It was rough. It was rough with them too. 17, 16. So they were like 15 and 17. 15. Oh, Lord. Either they loved one another or they were arch enemies. And I had to, we weren't allowed to kill them. Yeah. So, yeah, we weren't allowed to kill them. And I still remember a lot of when I was like that age. And I thought my mother, there was times, me and my sister both, and one time, and I remember my sister and I, we made a pact. I said, when we turned 33, because my mother was 33 at the time. And for some reason, she was getting under our skin or something. Grin and Jesus Monk would tell his kids to go play in the freeway. They lived in California. Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, that's funny. But, and, I think about it now. I think about my mom. I say, oh, my poor mom. She had 6 children. No wonder. We drove her nuts. But we just thought she was born nuts. But now that I'm older, I understand. We drove her to it. But 6 children, yeah. But my sister and I, we had made a pact when my mother was 33. We says, when we get 33, let's just kill each other. Yeah, see, we never turned 33 at the same time, so we're both still alive. And oh my gracious, it's funny, but raising children is hard. I'm telling you, right? My granddaughter, she's going through a little spell right at this moment, and I know it will pass. I keep telling my daughter, it's going to pass. This too will pass. Don't worry. And so, yeah, she's staying over at Uncle Billy's tonight. Her mother says, yes, you can stay over there. That's funny. She'll be home tomorrow. But yeah. Now my boys, the boys weren't near as hard to raise. They were not near as hard to raise as the girls. But you know, like my like Jennifer, that Jennifer that was just on there, when we first had this house built, which it's now 23 years old, so she was still living there to home, and she had her bedroom in there, and then Tommy Sue, her sister, she went in there and she borrowed a blouse out of her closet. Do you know what Jennifer did? She went to the hardware store. She went to the hardware store and bought a hasp and a padlock. And she didn't go buy a pretty one. She went and bought one that you would put like on a hog pen. And she screwed that thing on her closet door on my brand new house. And then there she put that great big old padlock. Oh, she put that big old padlock on her bedroom door. I said, Jennifer, you just ruined my house. That's what she did, though. She says, well, I'm keeping my sister out of my clothes. But you know, now they share. Now they share. They're now you know. It's a good thing I didn't throw them under a bus. Because if I throwed them under a bus, I wouldn't have them now. They would be under a bus still. And so, yeah, so I'm happy I didn't throw them underneath the bus. But yeah, and here I am just running my mouth. What time is it? 10:52. And see there, because here it goes. Wait a minute, I gotta read this. Let me see. I took the doorknob off my son's door once because he locked me out of his room. Uh-huh. Yeah, and in this very room here is where Jennifer was at one time. I'd knock on her door. I said, Jennifer, I need to speak to you. She goes, go ahead and speak. I said, I do not want to speak through the door. If you would please just open the door so I can speak to you. And she'd come to the door and open it like 2 inches where I could see one of her eyeballs. And she goes, okay, what do you need? That was Jennifer. Yeah, that was my Jennifer. But now she's completely, she is just wonderful. She's just one, but now she's 40 something somewhere. She's somewhere around 40 something. And I can't remember my children. I know all of my children are in their 40s except Billy. Billy is 33 because he was like an afterthought. Yeah, he was like an afterthought. He was like a virgin birth or something. But yeah, he come. Jennifer was almost 11 years old whenever, and she was the baby, and when Billy come along, and so he's only 33, and all the rest of them are in their 40s, all of them, the whole half a dozen. I got half a dozen new children in their 40s, half a dozen, and they're wonderful now. I wouldn't trade them for nothing. Beetle Chick, you got a son who's 33? That's great. That's my son. He's an electrician. He's an electrician. He plays with electricity. And you got a daughter, 30, Grin and Ferret? Yeah, afterthought. It's what it was. It was afterthought. Because I told the doctor, I said, I ain't feeling good. And I don't know why I ain't feeling good. I said, I'm thinking it's this menopause. I think it's like the change of life. He says, he says, this is going to change your life, but it's not the change of life. Yeah, and that's when he explained to me that the family was still growing. Yeah, he was awesome though. He was he was the most awesome. I mean, by the time he come along, you got a six pack of kids. Yeah. By the time Billy come along though, by then I realized how absolutely genuinely awesome that they were. Now, because I would throw my children out in the yard. Well, I didn't actually literally throw them in the yard, but I thought it was important for them. Just go out in the yard and play. I got a clean house. And so, or I have to cook, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. And so you have to go outside and play. And but then after Billy come along, I was more into not worrying so much about I have to clean the house or I have to do this or that. And hi Renee, my love. Oh my goodness, there's Renee. And after he come along, I was more tuned in to raising my child. Not that I wasn't raising my children, but I was more tuned into taking care of them and having fun with them, laying on the floor and playing games with them. And my whole outlook changed when he was born because I was 35 then. And I was in my teens and 20s when the other ones, early 20s when the others were born. And so yes. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you'll try. I'm sure that a lot of you have got chalks maybe hidden in the back of your craft closet that you haven't used because new things have come out. But these are beautiful. These will make card fronts, and then also remember your penmanship. Your writing is going to be what makes things so sentimental and special to your loved ones is your handwriting. And so I thank you for everyone who stuck in with me here. And hi Mary. Oh Mary, oh you missed it. I'm just about ready to I'm just about ready to close up shop. I usually can go for 2 hours and then I am just worn out. I have to move. And so I usually go for 2 hours. But like this here, I made this little jig for those of you who say your handwriting is terrible. And look at there how I use that jig to put those letters in. And there you can put your own writing. And there's Laura. Hi, love. Oh my goodness. Yep, I'm beginning to get a little bit um, feeling like I've got to be quiet. And so, but yes, these are card fronts. These are all made just using chalk and torn paper. So if you, I like to keep my live streams at 2 hours, and I try not to go any longer than that because then, if I have a 10-hour live stream, nobody really wants to rewatch a 10-hour live stream. So here I tore papers, just tore junk mail to use to put the chalks on. And then I just wiped with my finger the chalks down. So now if you didn't get to see that at the beginning, then you can go back and rewatch. And Yeah, I'm gonna come over for a little while, Dee Dee. Di. Why do I want to call you Dee Dee? So I'll come over and see you too for a little while. And but if you didn't see this procedure, it is so simple. And I mean, you can just kind of go fast, watch it a little bit, and then you just go fast through it, and then you'll see. But look what a beautiful background. I mean, what a beautiful background that made. The palm tree was cut out of um, uh, junk mail, and that is wonderful. And I'm going to just read now. I'll use my wisdom cards today. I found them. I couldn't find them earlier. Now, three of my wisdom cards I'm going to read to you. And this is what I do every time I have any kind of a video. I try to end with some positive affirmation. Now, this one says, I am healthy and filled with energy. I feel the bounce in my step. I see my shining eyes. The radiant me is right here. I claim it now. That's a good one for me. Okay. I rejoice in my employment. There are people looking for exactly what I have to offer, and we are being brought together on the checkerboard of life. And see, I've read this one before, and I've said, when we're talking about employment, a lot of us are not employed like we go to work in the day, but your employment can be just who you are and who you are for others. And so, yes, I rejoice in my employment. A single parent, how can you, I mean, a mother, or a stay-at-home mother, they are employed. It doesn't mean that you have to go somewhere and get a paycheck. Yes, there are people looking for exactly what I have to offer, and we are being brought together in the checkerboard of life. Okay, this one says, I bless my family with love. If I want love and acceptance from my family, then I must have love and acceptance for them. And see, now, like I was just saying, how my little poor little old granddaughter, who is 17 years old, and she needs a hormone implanted, a transplant or something. I accept her. I accept her. I love her so, so much. And yeah, she might be in a grumpy mood today, but I know it will pass. And so, yes, if I want love and acceptance from my family, then I must have love and acceptance for them. And I do. I accept my children. I mean, even my grandson who's in prison. Yes, we've got him. We have, I have children in all areas of life. And you know what it's called? Life. It's called life. Okay. So thank you so much. I love all of you. And I want to say God bless you. Every move you make, every step you take. And I will see you on the healthy and beautiful on the next video. So I say God bless and thank you for watching.